Hi friends, let's discuss about the next part of the scripting today. So before this already we have seen the uh, what exactly are the different kinds of commands in script of the Linux. We have seen the basic commands in the Linux, okay, which are useful for the shell scripting purpose. As well as we have seen the what exactly is the shell, what is the shell scripting, and what is the shebang, how to check the different kind of shells available on your Linux system. Also, we have discussed the variables, read commands, and various kind of mathematical operations. And after that, also we have discussed the what exactly are the arguments, what is the concept of redirection in the shell scripting, what is the piping in the shell scripting, and also last time we have discussed about the egg status in case of the shell scripting. So today we'll discuss about the next part of our scripting, that is uh, regarding the if else or the if elif else kind of structure. So regarding the scripting, already we have discussed it is a sequence of command or the instruction uh, which are being used to perform some task, or which are used to automate some task, where we write number of instruction or a Linux command together instead of writing them on the terminal and executing them individually. Okay, so to automate the task, we combine these different Linux command in the form of shell scripting. So shell scripting is nothing but writing the number of or coding the number of instruction or Linux command together uh, on the basis of what kind of requirement you are having, or what kind of task you want to execute from that particular shell script. Okay, so so that is the reason we are using the shell scripting. And shells, what is shell? So that also already we have discussed in the previous session. The shell is nothing but the kind of interpreter which understand the instruction or the commands written by the user, and it convey or it send that command to the system in the system understandable form, and then system perform the activity which is there in that particular command, or which is being instructed in that particular script, and again send the output back to the user. That is being done with the help of the interpreter only. Okay, so today we'll discuss about the what is if structure, what is else structure, or what is if else structure, as well as what is if elif else structure. Okay, so you can see the this particular slide, that what is if. So an if statement allow you to execute the statement in your code if condition is true. Okay, so if the condition is not true, then the script will exit automatically. So what is the syntax of writing the some instruction with the help of the if structure in shell scripting? So syntax is like this, as you can see. So we have to use the if keyword, and followed by this space. Then you have to mention the square opening square bracket, again space, and whatever condition you want to write, that you can write here. Okay, then again after the condition you have to again give the space, and then you have to mention the end square bracket. Okay, after this, after you have to mention here the semicolon, and then again the keyword then. And if the condition becomes true, then what kind of statement you want to execute, that statement you have to mention here. Or you can mention here some piece of code also. Okay, some code if you want to write, you can also mention here. And again, that if structure you have to end with the fi keyword. Okay, so this is the what we can say the standard syntax of writing the if condition and executing the logic in the shell scripting. So giving these spaces is very important part. Okay, when you are writing the if statement or if else statement or if else statement. So if you don't follow these spaces in the syntax, then definitely you will get some kind of error while working with the This if, elif, else kind of structures. Okay. So when we use the if statement, so if you want to execute some statement in your code on the basis of whether your condition is true or false. Okay. So if the condition, if you want to, if you want to check the condition and if the condition is true, then your statement will get execute. Otherwise, you will get exit from the script automatically. Okay. So an if statement, what exactly it does, it allow you to execute the statement in your code by checking some condition. If condition is true, then your statement will get execute. Otherwise, you will get exit from your script. Okay, so that is all about the what exactly is the if statement. Okay, so on this we'll see the program also. Okay, so before seeing the program, we'll discuss about the next structure also. That is what exactly is the if else. Okay, so if else allow you to execute the certain statement in your code if condition is true. Okay. So if condition is not true, then the else part of the script will get executed. Okay. It's like the syntax you can have here. If, then whatever condition you want to check, then again, then keyword. And if the condition becomes true, then this statement should get executed. Okay. If condition is not true, then your else part should get executed. Okay. And again, this if you have to end with the fi keyword. Okay. So this whole structure will end with the fi keyword. Okay. So what is difference between the if statement and if else statement? In case of the if statement, if your condition becomes false or if your condition becomes true, then your certain if your condition becomes true, this statement will execute. If your condition becomes false, then you will get exit out of your script. But in case of the if else, uh, you can write another statement in the else part. So if this condition becomes true, this statement will execute. If this condition becomes false, then else part will get execute. Okay. So using the if else, you are having the one more choice to execute your sentence or statement or command or piece of code if the certain condition becomes false. Okay. But in case of only the if statement, if the condition true, then your statement will get executed. Otherwise, you will get exit from the script automatically. So you will get the more flexibility using the if else statement as compared with the if statement. Okay. So syntax will be like if then condition, uh, then the statement that you want to execute when the condition becomes true, and else part, if the condition becomes false, then your else part will get executed. Okay. So this is about the if else. Then next we have the if elif else. Okay. Now sometimes we may want to check more than one condition, because what happen if one condition become false, then you may want to check the another condition. If this is also become false, then you may want to check the another condition. Okay. So when you have to check multiple conditions, okay, in the if else structure, then we can make the use of elif keyword here. Okay. So here I have mentioned if one condition fails, if you want to check another if condition, then we can implement this with the help of the ellipse structure. So ellipse structure is used to execute multiple if condition in this if ellipse structure. Okay. So structure or syntax is like the previous one only the here we are having the one extra keyword that is the ellipse. So syntax is if, then whatever condition you want to mention and semicolon and then keyword. Okay. And then if this condition becomes true, then the statement to be get executed. If this condition become false, then your control will go to the elif. Then this condition will get checked. Okay, and this condition is true, then this part will get executed. If this condition also become false, then we'll go to the elif part, next elif part. This condition will get checked. If this is true, then this part will get executed. Okay. If none of this condition becomes true, then your else part will get executed. Okay. So as compared with the if or if else, we can have the more choices in using the ellipse structure. Okay. Here you have the freedom, or here you have the multiple choices to check the condition, and accordingly you can mention the code which particular statement to be executed on the basis of whether condition become true or false. Okay, so this is about the uh, elif structure, which is part of if elif else structure. Okay, so then whatever we have discussed in the previous slides, so what exactly it says, we use the if else in shell script when you have to evaluate a condition, and on the basis of result of the condition, we can decide which particular set of statement to be get executed. So on the basis of result of the condition, we can decide which particular set of statement to be get executed. Okay, so the if else if statement is the next form of control statement. So as we are getting the multiple choices to execute the certain kind of statement, we can say the if else kind of structure uh, is a kind of a control statement that allow a shell to execute the statement in control way and make the right choices. Okay, so we have the freedom to make the choices which particular statement or which particular part of the code you want to execute. So that we can achieve with the help of the if elif else structure. Okay, now let's see next the why the spaces are important in case of writing the code using the if elif else structure. Okay, so spaces should be given at the particular position. Otherwise, script will throw the error while working with the if elif else structure. Okay, so as already I have told you, after the if keyword, you should give the space. Then after this square bracket, also you should give the space. After giving certain variable, accessing the variable, also you should have the space. Then after the operator, also you should give the space. And after some, if you give the here value or some variable, after that and before that also you should give the space. Okay, as well as after the semicolon also the space is must. Okay, so if you don't follow this space rules while writing the syntax, then definitely your script will throw the error. Okay, so now next see, now while writing the logic in shell scripting with the help of these particular if elif else structure, we have to make the use of different relational operators. Okay, so in order to make the mathematical comparison, we have to use the relational operators. Okay, so the shell support the various kind of relational operators. Okay, that are specific to the numeric values. Okay, then what are these different kind of operators? Okay, so these operators only work with the only the some digits. Okay, these operators will not work for the string values. So here we will see the example. uh, for example, we'll take the two variables, variable a that is holding the value 10 and variable b that is holding the value 20. Okay, now we will see what are these relational operators are and how they work. Okay, so here you can see these are the 6 different relational operators are there. So let's try to understand with this example, a equal to 10, b equal to 20. Okay, so first relational operator is dash eq. So dash eq stand for the equal to. So it is used to check whether these two values are equal to or not, whether these are equal to each other or not. So here I have mentioned check if the value of two operands are equal or not. If yes, then condition becomes true. And how to write this condition? We have to write this condition between the square brackets. Okay. So here, as you can see, these 10 and 20 are not equal. So this condition will not be true. Okay. In similar way, if you want to check whether two values are not equal to each other, then you can use the not equal to operator dash n. So this what this operator does, this check if the value of two operands, operate in the sense here values. This value, this is the left value and this is the right value. So here dash any does what? It check if the value of two operands are equal or not. If values are not equal, then condition becomes true. So in case of our this example, this condition will become true because these two values are not equal. Okay. Then another relational operator we have, that is the greater than. So if you want to check whether two values out of two values, whether left value is greater than the right value. Okay. It check if the value of left operand is greater than the value of right operand. If yes, then the condition becomes true. And you can write the condition in this way. Okay. Then we have the less than operator. What it does, it check if the value of left operand is less than the value of right operand. If yes, then condition becomes true. So you can write the condition in this way. So in case of our this example, our condition will be true. Okay. Then we have greater than equal to operator. So it check if the value of left operand is greater than equal to the value of right operand. If yes, then the condition becomes true. Okay. So you can write the condition in this way to check whether the particular one value is greater than equal to the other value. So in case of our example, this is not true because A is less than the B. Okay. In similar way, we have the LE operator, that is a less than equal to operator. So we check if the value of left operand is less than or equal to the right operand. If yes, then the condition will become true. So here in case of our example, 10 is less than 20, so condition will become true. Okay. So in case of while mentioning the condition, so this condition we are going to mention while writing the shell script with the if else structure. So while mentioning this condition, one thing should be noted that whatever condition you will write, that condition should be within this particular square bracket. Okay. And the rule of the spaces should be followed. So here rule of the spaces is follow, you can see. Okay. But here in case of this rules of the spaces are not followed, so this is not correct. So while writing the script, the rule of spaces is very important part. Okay, so we'll see it while writing the particular practical scripts. Okay. Now next important concept is the negate if condition. Okay. So negative condition is used if you want to check condition is not true. Okay, suppose if you want to check whether A is not equal to B. Okay, so how we can write that? So we can write that particular part like this: A equal to B, and we will negate this with the help of this exclamatory symbol. Okay, so negative condition is used if you want to check particular condition is not true. Okay, now what is the syntax of this? Syntax is like you can write the negative condition in the two ways. First if keyword, then the square brackets. So before the condition, you have to mention this exclamatory mark. Okay, that is being called here as a negate symbol. Okay, so when this particular when this particular statement will get executed, when this condition will not be true. So as I mentioned, statements when the condition is not true. So because of negate symbol, the statement will execute only when this condition is not true. Okay, so in order to check whether condition is not true, we make the use of this negate symbol. So also you can write it in the another way, like you can mention the if keyword, and before the bracket also you can mention this negate symbol. Okay, so this both of these syntax are correct. Okay, you can mention or you can use any kind of syntax. Okay, so in the further logical script writing, we will also make the use of this negate symbol. That time you will get the more clear idea. Okay, so this is all about the theoretical part regarding the how we can make the use of these different kind of if, elif, else structure. Here also we have seen the different kind of relational operators that we are going to make use of that in the writing the script. Okay. Now let's move towards the writing the script. Okay. So we'll write the script for the if, elif, as well as if, elif, else. So whatever theoretical part we have seen, we'll write the script for that. Okay. So let's see the example. Okay. So we'll go to the home. This is my home directory. Okay. Now here we'll create the new document. So let me open the terminal first. So we'll create one file. So I will create the touch if.sh file. Okay. Now this file should be created in my home directory. You can see here if.sh. Okay. Now let's write the script to understand the particular structure of if statement only. Okay, so we'll see the different script for the if, then script for the if else, and then script for the if else structure. Okay, so at the starting of the script we have to mention this shebang line. Okay, this shebang line will tell the system that which kind of interpreter that you want to use to execute your script. Okay, so here we are going to make the use of this bash interpreter, and this bin bash indicate the location of your interpreter. Okay, so if you go to the bin folder, you will see the bash interpreter there. Okay, so this particular shebang line tell the system that where exactly is your interpreter and what kind of interpreter you want to use to execute your script. Okay, now we'll make the use of read command here. Okay, so about the read command already I have mentioned in the some previous video. You can see that, and through the read command, we'll ask the user to enter your age. Okay, and we'll give this variable name as a age. Okay, then we'll make the use of if keyword. Now we'll write the script for just the if structure. If, as you can see, I have mentioned the spaces. After the if I have given the space, then square bracket. After that I have given space. If age, if age, okay, if age equals, or we make instead of equal, we make use of less than. If age less than 10, then space and close the square bracket, then semicolon, space, and then symbol. If age is less than 10, then echo. So echo is you to display the whatever you want to display there. Display your age is less than 10. Okay, simply this statement will be executed. So and so if this condition will become true, then our this statement will be executed. What is now what if our condition become false? If our condition become false, then we want to execute from our script. So that's why I write here exit, and you have to end your if structure with the fi keyword. So this is your sample program to understand about the if structure. Okay, now let's run this script. So in order to run it, we have to use the command that dot forward slash if dot sh. So now you can see the terminal is saying the permission is denied. Okay, so to give the permission so that your script will get executed, you have to make the use of this command chmod a plus x in the sense give the execute permission. Okay, uh, for the user. Okay, so then chmod a plus x, and name of your script you can mention if.sh. Okay, now I will try to execute again. So if I enter age, for example, 8, see the result. So you can see our script is working fine. Your age is less than 10 because I have entered the age as a 8. So it is less than 10. So this part will get executed because this condition becomes true. Okay. Now if I enter the age, so our script should get exit automatically. So you can see we are getting exited automatically. Okay. So you can see in this way uh, we can write the script. Okay, uh, to understand the if structure. Okay, so this is just the sample script I have mentioned, to understand the what exactly the if structure. So in the further part, we are going to make use of this, and we are going to write the uh, some more practical and bigger script. Okay. So then now this is about the if. Let's see about the if else part. So now if you want to see the if else, so simply one change we have to do here. Key. So I just rename the same script here. Okay. And we'll make the change in that script only. So I will give it name as a if else. Okay. Now, as during the theoretical explanation, I told you. So if we'll check this condition, if it is true, then this will execute this statement. Okay. And now instead of mentioning the exit here, we'll make the use of else. Okay. So else. And else will do what? If this condition become false, then our control will come to the else. And then here we can write another code. Now here I am just simply mentioning about the one statement that your age is greater than 10. Okay. So here we are getting the one more choice to write the particular piece of code. One more choice in the sense if this become true, then this part will execute. Okay. And if this condition become false, then this part will execute. So you can, instead of writing the echo statement, you can mention some piece of code here also, and that code will execute when this condition become true. So here also you can mention some piece of code instead of just displaying this message. Okay, so in the further part of the scripting, you'll see that. Now let's see how the if else works. Okay, so I mentioned here, right? So you can see we have got the message your age is greater than 10. Means this else part got executed. Why? Why? Because this condition become false. Because I enter the age as a 12. Okay. So if I enter the age as a 7, then the statement below the if will get executed. So you can see this get executed. So here you can see if the condition becomes true, this part is executing. If condition become false, this else part is getting executing. So here we are getting the more choices to execute the certain statements based on the result of the condition. Okay. Now next, let's see about the uh, third structure, that is the ellipse structure. Okay. So to understand the ellipse structure, we'll write a certain different kind of program. Okay. Or you can make the changes in the same. Okay. So I will just rename this part if ellipse else. Okay. Now here we'll make some uh, changes and we'll try to write the some different example. So here I will ask enter your percentage, and then I will use this here as a percentage. Then if so, if percentage less than 60, then so I will display echo pass class. Okay. Then now I want to check more than one if condition. So in the theoretical explanation I told you, if you want to check more than one if conditions, then you can make the use of elif, and in the elif I will check another criteria of percentage. So elif percentage greater than 60, then you can see here first class. Okay. Again, I want to add one more condition. And here I will mention greater than 70. And here then we can mention distinction. Okay. So you can see here, I have mentioned three condition, one below the another. So now any of these condition, if any of this condition doesn't become true, then we have to mention the else part, and in the else part you can mention fail, or you can mention the result is fail. Okay. So, and now we have to end the this structure with the fi, and I will save this with Control S, and let's try to execute this. Okay. So enter your percentage. Okay. So first I will enter the percentage less than 60. So I enter the 50. Now the message that we should display, the message should get displayed the pass class. So you can see we got the message of pass class. Now I enter the percentage greater than 60. So 65 I enter. Now we should get the result here as a first class. So you can see the first class. Now I enter the percentage above the 70. Now we should get the output area as a distinction. So here you can see I have got the result as a first class only, but we should get the result as a distinction because these marks are above the 70. Now why we are getting the first class? Because our condition is getting satisfied here greater than 70. Okay. So that is the reason, sorry, greater than 60. Our condition is getting satisfied here only. So that's why I'm getting the result as a first class. Okay. So now how to change this code so that we can get the correct output. Okay. So here, in order to do that, we have to make the use of logical and logical or operator. Okay, that is the part of our next scripting session. Okay. So in order to get the correct output, here we have to mention the logical and operator, and we have to do the one more condition. Okay. So that we are going to see in the next part. Okay. So here you should understand the concept of what exactly is the elif. Okay. So elif used to check the multiple condition as compared with the if else, where in the if else we can check only one condition. Okay. So in this way you can implement the part of the if elif else structure. Okay. So so in the next part we'll see about the logical or and logical and operator, and try to understand this if elif else structure and logical and logical or operator more better. Okay. So I hope all of you have got these concepts, how this if, elif, and else structure works. Okay. So regarding the negate also we'll see in the further scripting. Okay. So thanks all of you.